Well, I'll actually focus on the content landscape itself. So I was thinking on three lines, right? First is complementarity. So usually what happens is there is this mindset in content creation that the new era of media that is going to be unleashed is, you'll hear lines like breaking the shackles, smashing the old order. I really don't see it that way. I see it more as a complementarity issue that maybe there is, so I'll give you an example. There is a very, very big media personality who primarily deals on YouTube. His name is Tim Pool in the United States of America. He's a very well-known journalist. He's done ground reports. He's gone down on the ground and done it. But Tim Pool has a chicken feed channel where he has a chicken farm where he goes and collects the eggs out of his chicken, and he has thousands of people watching his chicken feed. So the point is that you could say that if you only watch Tim Pool on one side, you'll be like, yeah, Tim Pool taking on CNN, Tim Pool taking on X, Tim Pool. But it's not really the case. Today, what has happened and what's going to happen, in my view, is going to be a case where, so originally what used to happen, let's take Twitter as an example. Usually what used to happen was what mainstream media discusses becomes a hashtag or a trend on social media, and then everybody starts talking about it. But now things have changed. Now there are many occasions where something shot by someone through their cell phone in some remote corner of the world, it doesn't even have to be about India. Like, we seem to have opinions on everything, and it's not necessarily that bad. And we start talking about it, and then because we are talking about it, the mainstream picks it up because, well, there are too many people here who seem to be interested in it. So I think it's a role of complementarity and not combat. I think a lot of times people confuse it and they say, no, that's group A, that's group B, I'm going to take you on. Now, I think the sense of combat was more on the mainstream media side, not on the new age media side. They really did not want to combat them. Well, CNN tried with CNN Plus. They shut down. So I guess they did not get the medium. The medium is that. The second point is irreverence. I think there is this mindset, right? You have to speak in a certain way. You have to look a certain way. You have to think a certain way. No, you don't have to. There are people who might be interested in a chicken feed. There might be people who might be interested in something as absurd as anything you want to think about. Why don't they have a right to express themselves? And that's what this new era has given. Yes, there is a dark side, and I agree with Abhijit, there is a dark side, but it ain't doom and gloom is what I'm trying to say. I think there's a lot of good to be offered there too. And it's like, you could today, let's say if you are in the diaspora, there is a channel called Wisdom TV. पूरा दिन उसमें क्रिकेट ही आता रहता है. अब आपको क्रिकेट देखना, आप पूरा दिन देख सकते हो. उन्होंने आपको फोर्स तो नहीं किया है ना देखने को. And the function, right? The function on which social media is based. So I remember, why do you have your refresh button from top to bottom? It is based on the Vegas slot machines, right? You do this in Vegas when you go to Vegas. They designed it so that obviously, अभी वो तो business कर रहे हैं. I mean, it's not like, tomorrow any mainstream, suddenly CNN is not going to get up. We feel really bad that you watch us for 4 hours a day. Please reduce your time and make it 2 hours a day. Nobody does that. So why is a content creator like me supposed to be, I don't know how else to say it, to be like, sir, aap mujhe jyada mat suniyega. Nobody is going to do that, right? So, and the third thing is opportunity. The next generation is about opportunity. Who would have thought? Let's talk about regional languages. India is so beautiful in the sense that we have so many regional languages, so many local stories. Would we have been in a position to do it, let's say even 20 years ago? We could not have done it. A bunch of people, I don't know how else to say it, sitting in Delhi, would have decided what everybody is going to watch. Or in the case of Hindi cinema, a bunch of people sitting in Mumbai, where I am from, will decide how you're supposed to feel about your culture. Today, you have the opportunity. I'm not talking about whether you have to be right or wrong factually. That is secondary. It's about opportunity. Today you have a local kid sitting somewhere in remote parts of India. They have a camera, they shoot it, they have data, they upload it, and they have their own crowd. Who cares if somebody in Mumbai is interested in listening to them? This is opportunity. You create new careers, you transform lives. Now, I was an entrepreneur for a good 20 years of my life. And then I dabbled into podcasts because I loved the art. I mean, you know, everybody says, "Beta, 15 minute बात करना, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं करना, कोई सुनता नहीं है." मैं 2 घंटे करता हूँ. मैंने राम माधव जी के साथ 1.5 घंटे बात की थी. लोग सुनते हैं, लोग सुनना चाहते हैं. आप हाँ, सब नहीं सुनना चाहते. Not everybody wants to listen to it. जिनको नहीं सुनना वो नहीं सुनेंगे. मगर यार जिनको सुनना है उनको तो opportunity दो कि कोई ऐसा मौका करे. This is what has changed. So I think it's about complementarity, irreverence, and opportunity. That's the next generation. I'll leave it at that.